episode of The Feeling is Mutual. I am your host, Tracy Bedeker, Vice President of Marketing at First Federal Savings Bank. And we are so lucky to be celebrating our upcoming Veterans Day. And here with us, we are so fortunate to have KRISTA Durkin, who is a mortgage loan officer from our Shorewood branch. And I am going to take a couple of minutes and have you introduce yourself.
Okay, well, I'm KRISTA Durkin, and I am a loan officer here at First Federal Savings Bank. I'm also a veteran, and we're here to talk about VA loans today.
Okay. And may I ask, what branch did you serve in?
I was in the Air Force.
The Air Force. For how long?
4 years.
Okay. And I know that you had a pretty important job in the military, too. I always found it fascinating.
Very interesting job. I was a German linguist, and it was a very exciting time. I learned a lot. I saw a lot. It's very exciting for me.
Oh, wonderful. Do you speak?
I do speak.
You do speak. Okay.
It's a little rusty, but
it's okay. As long
been a
as
while.
you know enough to get by.
Yes.
So, well, thank you again. We appreciate that. So, our topic today is VA loans. And so what is cutting it down? What does that mean? What's VA?
Well, because of service in the military, depending on the type of service, whether you were active duty or you were reserves, there are different entitlements. And one of those is a VA loan.
Okay.
Which
means veteran assistance, or is that, what does that stand for?
Veterans Administration loan.
Okay.
But basically it's backed by the federal government.
Okay.
And what it does is it allows veterans who a lot of times have served overseas, haven't maybe had a lot of time to save a lot of money, but they go to buy a home and they can actually purchase a home with no money down or little money down.
Oh, wow.
And there's a lot of good benefits to that.
Yes, I can see that because, I mean, you're right. So they're overseas for this length of time. And it's probably like a little challenging then when they come back to get their bearings and their feet set and to have that down payment that we're used to. But so you're saying they don't need a down payment, or?
That's correct.
Okay.
They can do it with as little as 0% down.
Okay.
And of course, if they have money to put down, that's great too. It also offers them another benefit in that typically when we do conventional financing, people putting less than 20% down have something called private mortgage insurance.
Okay.
Well, with a VA loan, even if you're putting less money down, you don't have to pay private mortgage insurance.
Oh my goodness.
So it's a savings on a monthly basis as well.
So that's like a very nice benefit, which we should give them benefits because they served our country.
Right.
And they deserve that. So I know that you are in particular a very big proponent of this program. And I know that not many banks offer this program.
That's right.
Is that correct?
There are a number of banks who do offer, and then there are quite a few that don't. So it's important for somebody who is looking for that type of assistance to find a good lender that they can deal with. And I myself have used the VA loan. The first time I bought a home, I used a VA loan. It was very nice. And I was able to take advantage of it for my own use.
And you're probably very close to this program.
Yes.
And I'm just going to kind of step back a little bit and talk about your history because you have a great deal of knowledge in your field. And I know that you get so many compliments and you have a very big following of people that think very highly of you. So how long have you been in this industry?
I almost hate to admit it, but 32 years. 32 years.
32 years. Oh my goodness. So you've seen a lot of...
Yes.
You've seen
ups and downs and different loan programs, and of course worked with a lot of borrowers, a lot of wonderful people. And it's funny because of how long I've been doing this. I've done loans for people, and then I've done loans for their kids. And so So you do
Right.
tend to get that, and that's just a testament to doing a good job for
Right.
people.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. And you also, I think it's so unique because it's not only do we have you on board with First Federal Savings Bank, but it's kind of like a family affair, isn't it?
It is. So I actually work, we call ourselves the Durkin Lending Team, but I work with my husband and my son, who are
Oh, I
also
love
loan
it.
officers at the bank. So,
And you all
yeah.
get along well.
Uh, Usually. Like all families, usually. But no, yeah,
Oh,
we work together pretty closely. We talk to each other every single day, and it's really nice. And it's a wonderful thing that the bank lets us work together. So we
well,
appreciate that.
well, we appreciate all of you guys. So
So
I don't know if I could work with my husband every day. So kudos to you.
there are days.
So, but getting back to the VA loan, I know there's a lot of other benefits. I know we talked about oftentimes there's no down payment required. Are there any other benefits? And how does someone go about reaching out or how to find out about this?
Okay. So a few other benefits with the VA loan is that I mentioned no private mortgage insurance.
Mhm.
That's part of it. There is also the possibility that when that veteran goes to sell their home, let's say that they have a very low interest rate, somebody who qualifies could possibly assume that mortgage at that low interest rate, which is
Oh,
something that you don't
nice.
typically see with conventional
Right.
financing. So that's another benefit that actually it benefits the seller in
Mhm.
that they can offer that to eligible
Oh, that's a
buyers.
very big benefit.
Yes, especially for people who, maybe took out their loans a few years ago when interest rates were at their
Right.
rock bottom.
Right.
So yes.
So how do I go about looking into this?
So basically, what happens is somebody will call us. They're looking for
Okay.
financing. One of the things we always ask is, are you a veteran? Especially when they're saying, that they have a lower down payment.
Mhm.
If you have somebody who comes in who's putting down a large sum of money, typically they won't probably go VA, they'll go conventional.
Okay.
But if you have somebody who's coming in and they're saying, I have very little money to put down,
Mhm.
then we're gonna ask them, are you a veteran?
Mhm.
And then if they say yes, we're going to want to go ahead and talk through that VA loan program with them and see if it's a good fit for them.
Right.
So,
Well, I know just from talking with people who have dealt with the Durkin lending team, it's all been very positive, and I know that you guys just like kind of hold their hand from step one all the way through. And I think you have built a reputation of just being fantastic lenders and reputable. And
thank you.
so, yes. So, anything else that we need to know?
As far as VA loans go, I think the biggest thing is just, people should explore all their options and find out what's
Mhm.
the best solution for them when they come to get a mortgage. And of course, I can't say enough about the bank. I love the bank. So I think we do a really good job when it comes to our customers. So,
Okay. All right. Most important question. How do people get a hold of you? How do they reach you?
well, they can call me, they can text me, they can email me. But basically, I'm out of the Shorewood office. And of course, they can always
Mhm.
call the Shorewood office and ask for me as well.
Okay. And also, of course, they can always hop on our website
Correct.
and which will lead them to our Loan Valet site where they can specifically ask for you
Yes, I forgot to mention that.
or Pat or Jason. Or okay, Krista.
Yeah, no, we're competitive, but
No.
anybody who can do that on the team, any one of us can help them.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, Krista, thank you so much. This is such an informative topic, and especially coming up on Veterans Day. So we appreciate it very much. And on behalf of all of us, we appreciate your service very, very much. So, and on behalf of First Federal Savings Bank, we want to say Happy Veterans Day to all of our service members out there. And we look forward to another episode of The Feeling is Mutual.